Hi there, Capricorn. This is Queer Witch Tarot. Welcome to your January 2024 reading. Happy birthday if you are a January Capricorn, and I hope you had a good birthday if you are a December Capricorn, or if you already had your birthday. A little bit about Capricorn before we go into the cards. Capricorn, you love rules. You're ruled by Saturn. You love responsibility, hard work, determination. Saturn is the planet of life lessons, responsibility, and karma. The Capricorn is known as the timekeeper of the zodiac. You are ambitious, persevering, hardworking, you're mature, and you are disciplined. You rule the 10th house, which is the house of ambitions. So I'm curious, Capricorn, what are you ambitious for? Yeah. Let's start with the Earth Warrior Oracle deck. I want to know, Capricorn, what is January 2024 looking like for you? What is the energy that you possess in this time? What's going on for you, Capricorn? What are you ambitious for? What are you looking for? Interesting. Taurus had this card also, came out in reverse too. Guardian of Papatunka shows a person, a femme person, connecting with the universe, connecting to himself, connecting to spirit, channeling through the chakras. There's a real ask of divinity and an ask for guidance. We have a look inside the book for this one. It's number 10. This is the Guardian Papatunka. You are Kayaki, the guardian of the divine feminine. Your relationship with Mother Earth is sacred, empowering, and healing. So here is the guardian of Mother Earth. You're destined to become more spiritually intimate with her, sharing in her creative potency and wisdom. Lean into her and trust in her support, even if you serve her by courageously voicing truth. She is your great ally, friend, and healer. And as you dedicate yourself to her, she dedicates herself to you. So it asks you to make peace and let go of past issues around being abandoned or not understood or not feeling supported. These experiences don't need to continue to colour your worldview. There's an ask that you trust that you belong here, and that your connection to the Earth Goddess will support you in all ways. You're sensitive, and rightly so. Never judge your sensitivity or feel that you are overreacting. But also allow nature to calm and soothe you so that you can be focused on accomplishing your soul mission. If you feel that you are on your own and you would like some help, allow the Divine Mother to be your friend and guide, while trusting that at the right moment, more allies will arrive. The Earth Mother has her own sense of timing, and you are not forgotten. You are just growing according to her wisdom and grace. Have faith in yourself and her. This is very interesting. It's kind of speaking at growing and nurturing on a soul level, not only yourself, but the beings around you and the world that you live on, the universe that you exist in. there's a real strength and determination to succeed in what it is that you're here to do. You know, there's a lot of passion that you have, and a lot of, like, you really push yourself, you really like drive home what you're doing, you know. It's really incredible, and you should be really proud of that aspect of yourself. It can also be easy to judge yourself and be insecure when things aren't going exactly as you see them to. Yeah, use this to your advantage. If there's criticism coming from yourself, let yourself listen to that kindly and see that maybe that is from divine wisdom guiding you into further strength and further commitment to your journey here. Yeah, there's a difference between criticism as a friend and criticism as neglect or insecurity. So we're going to ask for some more cards for you, Capricorn. I'm thinking of a Celtic cross. Have the Hermit, the Queen of Swords, the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. I'm just going to ask for two more to complete the cross, and then we'll delve into what these mean. So what are you, Capricorn, most scared of but also most desiring in this time during January? And what is the outcome which is available to you when tapping into your absolute strength? Ooh. Beautiful. That's my face of, like, well done, Capricorn. This is great. So at the heart of the matter, you've had the Hermit card come through. This is a card of time and space for yourself, really nurturing yourself, really like honing what it is that you are and what it is that you're here to do. There's a real calling for space, real calling for I don't know, like coming out of winter and being like, right, I'm dusting myself off. What have I got going on? What am I creating for myself in this time? What am I creating for the rest of the universe in this time? It's a really, really profound and magical time for you, Capricorn, and I am personally really grateful, and there feels like a lot of gratitude coming through of just thank you for being here and fulfilling your mission. Thank you for being here and fulfilling what it is that you're here to do. Like, your strength and determination, your ambitiousness in this time is so needed and so commendable. Yeah. The thing which is stopping you, so Celtic Cross is a 8-card spread, I think it's 8 cards. You have the heart of the matter, and then you have the thing which is kind of stopping you or blocking you from really achieving this space, and the thing which is stopping you or blocking you is the Queen of Swords. This might be like some self-sabotage or self-bullying, or even belittling yourself for not like achieving what it is that you feel like you should be achieving. You know, remember, these things take time, and each step that you make along this path of I'm doing my thing, even if you fall off the path, you're still on the path. You've never fallen off it. You're still going into this space, and however you create that journey for yourself is how you create that journey. There's no need to tell yourself or make yourself wrong. Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder if this voice is coming through as intuition, but maybe it's actually coming through from a place of fear, but sounding like divine guidance. If the voice is coming through with like a slightly bitter or pissed off tone, that might be something to be aware of, and maybe just think a little bit about, or question maybe, like, is that really it? Yeah, don't let pride get in your way. Obviously, you've got a lot to be proud of, but pride can be something which stops us from growing. It can be a limiting self-belief of, well, I'm this person, so I don't do that, but that thing might be the thing that you really need, or I don't speak to that kind of person, like, oh, they're not really on my vibe. Like, just be aware of judgment in this time, because you may have a conversation with someone that you wouldn't expect to, or you maybe have judged negatively in the past. If you push yourself to see that you're judging and be like, whoop, I'm not going to do that, have that conversation, that could be an incredibly profound conversation. You know, you could make that person's day, that person could make your day. They might be able to pass on a message to you of something which you didn't know you needed, you know? Yeah, there's really like a lot of strength in this card as well. Sometimes being too rigid, again, doesn't allow us to really like reap all of the benefits of life. If we're deciding only to stay in this one lane, then you're not going to get to experience these other lanes, which could really, again, emotionally fulfill you or really recharge your cup to enable you to do these amazing things in the world. Yeah, it's like I don't know what that is, like a curtain or something behind the queen, and that's like that fluidity, that allowing change to come in. Maybe have some conversations with some air sign friends that you have, especially Libra. I think they can kind of nurture you in their like quite decisive energy. I think that can be a real asset to your self-conversation, Capricorn. So the thing that is, we're going to do past and present, and then we're going to do what grounds you and what is grounding you. So good. So in your past, within your hermiting, or within your need for space and need for time, is the Two of Pentacles. I wonder if some of you have felt like insecure about needing so much space, or even being judged for it, or maybe being judged or bullied as a child for being a loner or a weirdo or an outcast. I wonder if some of that has created insecurity around being alone, or maybe made having connections with specific people difficult, potentially partners, potentially close friendships, or like even with parents, there might be like a fear of judgment. Can also maybe feel like you're balancing multiple things at once. You know, you're super hardworking and super determined, so if you've got a lot of projects on the go, it can be really difficult to have that time to yourself. That time is essential. You know, it's where you can kind of feel your whole aura and see what needs patching up, see where you need to give some like love and attention to that space, you know, to yourself. You don't need to feel wrong or guilty for giving yourself love or pleasure or touch, or intimacy. Yeah, this person's doing fucking, excuse my language, they're doing difficult things. They're like walking in high heels across a tightrope, balancing things, performing, dancing, smiling. Like, you've got a lot of stuff going on. Maybe now is a time of like pruning, cutting back what you don't need, cutting back, like observing all of the things that you do and all of the thoughts that you have, and cutting back anything which doesn't serve you. You don't need to have anything in your life which isn't a hell yeah, you know? You don't need to have anything in your life which isn't a full body yes. Getting that message come through a lot at the moment. There's also been maybe like a lack of taking yourself seriously for the goals that you have and the ambitions you have. I'm wondering if, yeah, again, you've been making fun, or someone's been like, dreamer, something like that. Someone's trying to like pop your bubble a little bit because maybe they're jealous, or whatever it is that's going on in that person's world. The important thing is to really hold yourself and to really big yourself up, you know. You can do that without being egotically proud. You can do that humbly. You can do that in a way which really fulfills you and is really like, yeah, I'm that person. I do that. I love that, you know? Um, yeah, really interesting, Capricorn. Um, yeah, thing in your future is the Eight of Swords. You've got a lot of like, I mean, these two cards feel kind of circusy themed, right? They're very playful. I mean, obviously the Eight of Swords is kind of your thoughts going in and penetrating this like magic box or this Pandora's box or, you know, this whimsical kind of space. But like the setting of both of these are kind of like playful energy, or even like a space of like, wow, like, you know, a space to be amazed. Again, like, so we can be our own worst critic. Self-criticism is a killer. You don't got to do that to yourself. This is a really, really beautiful reading, Capricorn. This card is just making you aware of if you're going to start cutting yourself up or like making yourself wrong for wanting these things or even doing these things. Like if someone else in your life is making you feel guilty for the things that you want and the things that you want to do, take the sword out of the box that they might have put in there or that you might have allowed them to put in there, if you don't have a boundary up. Or you actually pull that sword from them and allow them and guide them into that space. It's time to kind of take that out and say no more. I'm not going to do that anymore. We'll come back to that card in a little bit. I just want to check that the camera's still on because this happened last time where it actually just turned off, so yeah, we good. We're rolling. That's cool. Okay, Capricorn. So I'm sorry I can't do right now. So the thing which is holding you right now and the thing which is rooting you into your presence and your reality is a lot of emotion. We've got the reversed moon. The moon kind of shows these howling wolves and this cycle of like the moon cycle, you know? Within the moon cycle we set an intention. We notice how we've been watering those seeds and how we're starting to create these things in our life. By the full moon we see it in all its glory, and then we, you know, finish up the last kind of couple of bits and integrate that into our reality. So this cycle, I don't know if many of you are in touch with the moon or how the moon flows and how that the magic that we can kind of weave with the cycle, or maybe even your menstrual cycle as well. If you bleed, like that might be a thing to look at. Yeah, kind of coming back into the cycles of nature and witnessing yourself as part of that cyclical, as a cyclical being might be a really, really good tool for you, a good thing to kind of keep you in check and also keep you focused and inspired on your goals. Yeah, it came out reversed. Guessing that this is like an internal thing. Maybe there's a witnessing of emotion. Some of you might have like some crying to do, or like wanting to set yourself a ritual to feel these emotions which might be difficult to feel, or which society might kind of shun or not want to see. Particularly crying can be a thing which can be really triggering to the outside world. So yeah, some of you might need some time and ritual just to feel into your sensitivity, because you know you're a very sensitive sign, Capricorn. It's that is a strength of yours. You know, you feel into where there is a lack of tenderness in the space, and you create tenderness there. You grow flowers in that space, you know. So yeah, let that aspect of yourself like root you in this situation where you're finding a need to grow and weave and create the space for yourself. Come into your body, come into your cycles, come into your emotions. Thing to be proud of. This is an epic card. This is the Queen of Pentacles. So lovely that you've got a lot of really strong cards in this spread today. The Queen of Pentacles here is a cat with a pentacle in their third eye. So like following intuition into manifesting what it is that you are passionate about and what it is that the world needs. Oh, I see. Yeah, and then you've got a load of like kind of baby cats all like piled up on top of each other, and you're kind of looking after them. There's flowers. I'm guessing that this is another cat, but it also looks like an octopus with some tentacles, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. But yeah, I guess there's being proud of what you've already achieved in your life, and being proud of what it is that you're already like working towards, and just honouring that for what it is. You know, whether you're holding that to yourself and you're letting yourself be proud of that, or whether you're sharing it on social media or you're sharing it in conversations with friends and loved ones. That's something which can really recharge you, is talking about what you're passionate about and sharing that with people and getting people involved. You know, people want to know what you're up to. So yeah, back into the future, don't allow your like negative like inner critic to cut down what it is that you're growing. You know, like see your self-worth and reaffirm that, like affirm your self-worth for yourself to enable these magical things to grow. You don't need to be in a cycle of cutting yourself down, be in a cycle of growing. And like we said, let the moon cycle, or you know, journal maybe, like whatever you do to kind of plan and witness what it is that you're creating. Really get into that, look at that every day, you know, be aware of where you're at. No doubt you already do, you're a Capricorn. If you come off that like part of your journey, like go back into that, because that's going to really help you feel fulfilled and feel whole. So the card which came out for what you're most scared of but also what you're most wanting in your life is the King of Wands. This is an incredible card. This is a really, really, really empowered card. You know, this is like ultimate manifestation. This king, this like divine badass energy is on it. You know, you're a stag. Like these stags are really powerful and strong, and they live in the forest, and they like dance and like glide their way through the forest. They're like leaping and jumping. Yeah, they're super strong, super powerful, and it's understandable to be scared of that. It's also totally understandable to want to be that. Who doesn't want to be that, you know? With this card and with this energy, with this energy of manifesting, you really can create a better space for yourself and for your world, whether that be your close intimate connections and the close kind of home life, or whether that be the bigger reality. There is so much that you can do, like so much that you can do just through believing in yourself, just through like just knowing what it is that you're doing. Basically come back to basics with what you're creating. So the like final outcome of this spread, you know, we've gone through and we've danced through the fact that you're creating some really strong things and you're spending time with yourself in order to create these things, and you're spending time, you're planning, you're being on your mission, you're knowing where you're at in life. this is coming to, 2 cards came out for this space. You've got like Temperance, which in the traditional tarot is a person kind of half stood in water pouring, like from jugs, they're pouring water out. So it's a space of like fluidity and flow and acceptance. It's a soft energy, and it's in its softness there is so much strength, because it's really bold. Like, it, in this space you're able to let things go. You're not held back by your past, you're not held back by fear. You know, you're trusting and you're loving and you're being, and you're just like, you're graceful, you're moving through life with grace. So cyclical, so many ends and so many beginnings simultaneously. And selflessly, you know, like, it's almost like there's an eradication of ego, and you're like diving in and dancing through life, and you're just part of this incredible space and part of the incredible web, and you're just being. It's effortless. The other card which came out for this space of like what it is that you're ultimately creating within this time is the reversed Fool. Again, the traditional tarot is someone like stepping off, like la la la, like dancing, walking, stepping off, almost stepping off a cliff, and intuition is dog, and it's like pulling you back and saving your ass a little bit. The Fool is like very playful. It's the first card of the major arcana within the tarot. Yeah, it's a super playful energy. And there's a real ask for freedom, for like letting yourself out of this cage. You're both the cat and the caged bird, you know. You are the prison, the prisoner, and the prison warden. You're all aspects of life. And I guess in acknowledging that, and acknowledging that you are the person which will hold yourself back, you know, like, we have to take responsibility for all that we are feeling and experiencing and being in life. If you're holding yourself back, this is your this is your sign to let go and just see what happens. Yeah, I'm feeling super happy for you, Capricorn. Please keep doing what you're doing. I really hope you found this this time useful. Yeah, I'm wishing you well on your journey. You've had a final card come through, which is the King of Pentacles, which is again just affirming that you've got this. You've really got this, okay? Let me see if there's any more cards in this space for you. Any final messages? Yeah. Build it. Build your community. Be around your community. Tell people what you're making. That's part of how we manifest things in life, as we share with people what we've got, what we are offering ourselves up as and for. Yeah, for those of you that are still overthinking or feeling scared or like fragile about whatever it is, just get to work. Don't think about it, just do it. Like, give yourself that space. Like, I promise it will be worth it, and you'll be able to